Over the last couple of years, I've tested out a lot of travel products, gear, and accessories, and I've narrowed down my complete list of non-negotiable holy grail must-haves and the reasons why they're so useful and practical. Every trip is different, but this is my list of core items that I always bring or use no matter what. Since I always travel carry-on only, we're still going to be focused on minimal, lightweight, and compact. Starting with luggage, the winners this year are the Travel Pro Max Light 5 and the Bricks Spinner if you have weight limitations, and the Monos carry-on if you don't. And if you have really small size limits, I finally bit the bullet and bought the base small carry-on. I've taken it on one trip so far, and there's a lot of things I love about this carry-on. But what I love most is if your airline has a super small sizing allowance, like I know a lot of you have asked me about Sunwing, it fits 2 out of the 3 sizes, and for height, it's only 1 inch too tall. But it's the same size as Air Transit, and I took this Bricks bag on Air Transit, so there's a good chance you're gonna be okay. I'm gonna do a more thorough breakdown comparing all the best luggage I've used this year in a future video, but in my opinion, if you have any of these 4 bags in your closet, you'll be able to go anywhere in the world with just a carry-on. Now what goes inside my luggage is compression packing cubes. This set of cubes that I now use exclusively is by Tripped Travel Gear, and I'm happy to partner with them as the sponsor of today's video. They're high quality while still being ultra thin, so they virtually take up no extra space. But what I love the most is that they've made sets that specifically fit either carry-on or checked size luggage. And here's a little bonus tip. The sizing on these is super versatile because sometimes I use the compression and sometimes I don't. It really depends on the luggage you're using and the packing configuration. I found that sometimes when the cube isn't compressed, I can wedge it in to fill spaces in the luggage a little better and tuck things underneath or around like shoes and underwear. And then you always have the option to use the compression feature if you're using a different type of bag. Either way, I love them for keeping me organized and absolutely sane when I travel. There's something about a well-designed toiletry bag that just makes packing for travel so much less of a burden. And this hanging toiletry bag is a total game changer. It's also made by Tripped Travel Gear. It's perfect for when you check into your hotel and realize there's 0 counter space for your stuff, so you can hang it from anywhere. It's got lots of individual compartments while being roomy enough to carry everything you need without being bulky. But this bag is also perfect to use as a travel organizer, maybe for all your electronics or as a go-to grab bag on the plane on a long flight. So in there you could put all the essentials you might need to have handy, because then you can just hang it from the seat in front of you and no need to bend down under the seat every time to look for things. Keeping with toiletries, this waterproof bag for your bar of soap. I always try to travel with as many solid toiletry options as possible, and I really like bringing my natural soaps with me. They're a really neat little travel accessory. They let your soap dry without letting any water in or out. It's basically like a wet bag for your bar of soap, except it can still dry while it's in there, so when you pack it away at the end of your trip, it's not going to be a soggy mess when you get home or move to the next hotel. I don't talk about this one a lot, but this anti-chafing balm is such a lifesaver when I travel somewhere hot and I'm wearing shorts or a dress. I always do so much walking, so I just throw a few swipes of this on my thighs, and I swear, 0 chafing. I also never travel without a pair of slim memory foam slippers. They're really great for slipping into once you're back in the hotel room, especially if the floors are cold tile, which is quite common in hot destinations like Mexico, for example. These look a little worn out, so I should probably get some new ones, but I just throw them in the wash after every trip and then they're ready to pack again. I found this cute little backpack purse earlier this year, and it's a nice alternative to a sling bag. It's a little bigger, so I can carry around a few more things with me throughout the day, and it doesn't look like a full-on backpack, so it's still cute enough to use as a purse in the evening. So when I only have limited room and have to choose between bringing either a daily bag or a purse, this is the perfect hybrid. So many airlines have weight limits for checked luggage and carry-ons, so weighing your bag with a luggage scale is much more accurate than standing on the scale and holding your bag and doing some math. Now, I usually don't pack this luggage scale in my bag, but it's very handy to have on hand to weigh my bag before I head to the airport so that there are no surprises. Now for some quick tech items, a power bank is a must-have. It's basically like a portable battery. So if I'm gonna be out and about all day, I wanna take a bunch of photos and videos, Google some directions, maybe read some reviews for restaurants, I never have to worry about my phone dying. This thing has saved me so many times. This flat USB-C plug has come in clutch on airplanes where the outlet is at a bit of an angle and can't hold a normal charging brick. And it's also great for hotel rooms because it allows you to use the outlets behind the bed, like if the headboard is flush up against the wall or the dresser that's right up against the wall. So the flat plug is the perfect solution. For in-seat entertainment on flights, many aircraft still use the cord plugins. So I bring a Bluetooth adapter so that I can use my nice noise-canceling wireless headphones. And the one I have is small, it's easy to use, and you can connect 2 sets of headphones to it so you can watch something at the same time as your travel companion. When I'm using my toiletry kit for its intended purpose, I use this electronics organizer for all my cables, charging bricks, power banks, adapters, headphones, all the little stuff. It keeps everything organized and together instead of loose, hanging out in different pockets spread throughout my bag. And I prefer this style over the other types that kind of open up like a book or a clamshell because this way nothing can accidentally fall out of it. This is the small size, but there's also a medium if you need something a little bigger. We bring this little portable speaker on most trips. I've had it for years. It's small and has a built-in clip so you can hang it from anywhere. It's just really nice to have music when you're back in the hotel room. There's also been the occasional time where we've had to stream the hockey game on our laptop, so having the audio come through this speaker is so much better than the laptop speaker. A Daily Drop Pro membership is the greatest travel search tool. It is worth its weight in gold. Even if you only use it to find one flight per year, and you'll likely find more than that, it sends me deal alerts on domestic and international flights. I used it to find premium economy seats to fly to Portugal for cheaper than paying for economy. So not only did I save just under $400, I also got to sit in premium for an 8-hour flight. This is going to be the best way to snag those discounted airfares if you don't have lots of points and miles burning a hole in your pocket. But if you do, and don't know how to maximize them to find those airfare deals, and now hotel deals too, this tool does all the work for you. Now, speaking of flights, this is the holy grail of travel pillows. I've never been able to sleep with any other type. This one honestly works. Now, it's not a conventional travel pillow per se, but it's more of a head and neck stabilizer. What you do is you attach it to the back part of the headrest on your seat, and then you Velcro the eye mask around you. So it holds the weight of your head, so no more head bobbing, no more neck kinks. I definitely recommend trying this if you've tried every other way to sleep on a plane. This might be it. Now, this might seem like something odd to have on this list, but I have to vouch for this necklace specifically. I always get messages asking about it, and it made me realize that it's probably the perfect piece of jewelry for travel. I bought it about 2.5 years ago, and I don't think I've ever taken it off. It's been in dozens of pools, hot tubs, 2 oceans, saunas, and I think it still looks brand new. It's dainty enough so that you can layer it with other pieces or just wear it on its own. I was so happy to find this dual voltage hairdryer brush for my trip to Europe. It's smaller and lighter than the one I use at home, and it's dual voltage, so it comes with a plug adapter too, and the best part is it does actually work. So if you have a Europe trip coming up, I would definitely recommend this tool. I probably should have cleaned it up a little bit before I presented it on camera, but whatever. It shows that I've actually used it. This water bottle has been the best size for my travels. I like it because it's tall and slim, so it's easy to tuck inside any bag that I'm using. I honestly don't like the collapsible water bottles. I've tried a couple of them. They don't stand up on their own, they're awkward to drink from because they're flimsy, and they never really fit into the actual water bottle pocket. This one is lightweight and just has a simple mouth opening, so it's easy to clean. I don't talk a lot about vitamins or supplements, but there are a few that I swear by for traveling. And first of all, this is not medical advice. Please check with your physician before taking or trying any of this. I'm just sharing my routine. So in addition to bringing my big water, I'll usually bring little travel packets of electrolytes to mix in. So after a long flight, I'm never really sluggish or fatigued, and I don't get dehydration headaches anymore. Or they're great to have when I'm out in the sun and humidity, sweating a lot more than usual, maybe in Mexico, or having a little too much fun in Las Vegas. I bring magnesium glycinate. It really helps with sleep, which can sometimes be a struggle when you're traveling, whether it's from jet lag or not being in your own bed. And if it's a trip where I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, I usually find my legs get much less sore when I'm taking it. Also, with travel can come constipation, and magnesium is going to help with that. But if you really struggle with this, magnesium citrate has more of a natural laxative effect. Again, I'm not a doctor. I also like activated charcoal. It's good for your stomach if it's feeling a little bit off, or if I've had a few too many Michelob Ultras. I'll take a couple before bed, and I swear these things are magic for feeling better the next morning. Next is the mighty patch for those unexpected pimples on vacation. Sometimes it's the humidity, new foods, more alcohol and sugar than usual. There's so many things that can cause unwanted pimples when you just want to take some really cute selfies. Okay, so a little behind the scenes for you. I filmed the footage for this video less than a week ago, and we are now in Las Vegas. You can see the Circa behind me. And wouldn't you know it, one of these shows up. So I'm definitely glad I brought them. They're gonna come in handy. That's gonna be all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.